Hi and welcome to MyCraft Let's Build Tutorials number 2, an iron farm. Here's one built in a survival world. It's a single story, which I found produced enough for my needs. Anyway, to start we build a pillar which must be at least 8 blocks high. This one I'm building up to 10. Off of that pillar we then produce 2 arms which are 16 blocks long. So including the first block, we add another 15. Like so. And then on the other axis, another 15 to make a 16 by 16 base. We then join these 2 arms up and fill in the interior, so produce a floor or ceiling, depending on your perspective. Once we have filled this in, we fill it in completely until there's a 2 by 2 gap, which should be directly in the middle. Right, you can check by making sure that the 2 by 2 gap is 7 blocks in, and 7 blocks in from that direction, in which case it will be in the middle.
Stop.
Next we place signs on 2 sides of the 4 by 4 gap, like so. That will stop any water from flowing down into the production area. Next we build a wall along the 16 by 16 base. It has to be off the base, so 1 block off. So it goes around the outside like this, all the way. We make that 2 blocks high. Again, all the way round. Until you end up with something looking like this. Next we add blocks in the corners, 4 blocks out from the corner, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Again, these are too high. 1 in each corner, exactly the same. There. On the base of the platform, we put in each corner, we put 3 blocks. These are just temporary blocks, they will be removed later. So again, 1 in each corner. And then we can add the doors. All the way along in the gaps on each side. To get this iron farm to work properly, it must be around about, or at least 80 blocks away from the nearest village, otherwise the golems or golems will get confused to where to spawn. Now on those temporary blocks, along the side of them, all the way around, we're going to place water, like so. As you can see, the hole is covered by water, and then in the corners we place water on the centre block and remove the blocks. Those were the temporary blocks we put in earlier. As I said, you can see the water goes over the hole but doesn't go down through because of the wood, the signs. Next, golems are 3 high, so on the 4th block up, which is the floor or the ceiling, again taking into account your perspective. It goes all the way around, doesn't matter, it goes over the doors and blocks the doors. That's the idea, although the doors can still open. Again, this is filled in until you get to to the center where you have another 2x2 hole. Like so. If you wish to make it a single story, then you stop here. You don't. You will need the hole and the signs put in. You can ignore this next bit. This one is going to be a double story, so I'm going to place another line of blocks along the top of the doors, and repeat the construction process from the floor below. So 2 high, 4 blocks in the corners, it's just a repeat of the floor below. Again, place the signs in for the ceiling. Now if you're either 1 or 2 high, this is the termination of the build, the upper floor. So you place a line of blocks along like so, and then place a glass box along that wall to stop the mob spawning. And again we place the 3 temporary blocks in each corner, and we place the water along the walls and on the center temporary block, until you end up with something looking like this. It can actually be as high or as many floors as you like. Right, we're now going to place the processing unit. You build down 4 columns from the corners of the 2x2 gap in the floor ceiling, and place any type of block you like. It can be made from any block. On the bottom we place a chest, a double chest, behind which we place hoppers. These are connected to the chest, so it's shift click. Like so. And then we place signs on the second block up from the hopper height. And above that, on the block above, we place lava. And then we just fill in the front. I use glass here because it means you can still open the chest. That's the first part complete. The next part, we have to add the villagers. Now in a survival world you will probably only start off with a couple and have to breed them, because the process of getting them up away from the nearest village up and into these breeding areas is quite laborious and tedious. So you will probably start off with just a couple and breed them, in which case it will take some time to produce the iron or the golems so that the iron is processed. Anyway, you build out a little platform. I built it in glass blocks this time so you can see, but again it can be any block, preferably with a glass ceiling, so at least you get sunlight in and don't get zombies spawn inside. You need approximately a minimum of at least 10 villagers in each pod. They're sealed in and safe. This process has been repeated around for each floor. And there you have a finished iron golem farm. And there is one being processed. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment or subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care.